Solly and Mr. Tom Connick. Like the old business, Dave, minutes, read the minutes.
Meeting held on Tuesday, April 9, 2019. Meeting called to order at 7 o'clock. The pledge was taken. Roll call. Michael, Paul, Joseph, Thomas, David. Minutes of the previous meeting were read and accepted. Financial report was given by David Dunham. Financial report was given by David Dunham. The financial report was read and accepted. Everybody can hear me now? Okay. Old business. Progress of the landscaping and the trees. The trees were completed and inspected by the city of Deerfield Beach and approved. Progress of the pool bathroom. It has been announced that we are awaiting bids from the ADA contractors for review. Parking progress. Most people have received their parking tags for their vehicles. Repainting of the bumpers will be an ongoing project. Signs to the entrance. We are waiting to receive the permits for the completion of the installation of the entrance signs. New business. Pool leak costs. The pool leak cost was $6,000. That was only one. We had two more after that. Storm water. This issue is still ongoing between the city of Deerfield Beach and the Natura lawyer. Documents to be amended. The documents to be amended are still being reviewed and discussed by the board of directors. Sign for the dumpster area. A sign has been installed at the dumpster at Natura Avenue to ask people close the gate and to use the dumpster area in the office when the dumpster is full. Channel 92 and 93. Channel 92 is available in English and Channel 93 is available in Spanish. The think tank starting date. We are planning to start the think tank during the month of May. We are looking forward for your input. Meeting adjourned at 7:30.
Thanks, Dave.
Second.
You accept the meetings? All in favor of the meetings?
Aye.
All in favor? Motion is passed.
No, Paul said aye. I said aye,
I
yes?
heard you.
Oh,
Okay, new business.
The painting,
Painting of the compound.
Tom?
You have anything to report for that?
Yeah. I started with one of the maintenance men last week, but we kind of ran into a situation with a homeowner. He feels that he can paint whatever color he wants his bumper. You're supposed to have one vehicle for one house. If you have more than another two vehicles, you should be parked in the yellow visitor spot. Police came, they told me not to do it. I stopped, they said get the information from Deerfield Beach, called Deerfield Beach, explained the situation to them. The girl kind of like laughed about it. She said the police have no jurisdiction to tell you what to do for bumpers. It depends on the board, what they want to paint them, who gets what spots, and that's what she said. So going forward, we have a floor plan on what we're going to be doing with the bumpers. Some people probably won't be happy, but it's going to be fair for everybody. And as far as handicap parking, she said we do not need to have handicap parking in front of somebody's house. As long as they're in a public area like here, the clubhouse, the office, the condos, that's all we need. So going forward, we're going to probably start it within the next week. We figured we'd do it now because there's a lot less people here, a lot less cars, and that's what we're going to do. So we might be knocking on some doors to just ask some people just to back up a little bit so we could either refresh the bumper or change them out to ones that aren't busted. So that's it.
And he's not telling the truth.
Thank you. The rental of the clubhouse. The rental of the clubhouse is open to people
That are here, That might be.
that are gonna have, parties for the family, members like that. Problem with the rental is it's for all owners, so anything political or anything like that, they have to rent the clubhouse like anybody else. And that'll be the way it is. It's procedures that are put into place prior, and that's the way we're gonna work with the rental of the clubhouse. Review of the landscaping services.
It shouldn't be.
I did not understood anything when you said, Michael, you're gonna have to repeat that again about the clubhouse, half of it was off.
You're allowed to rent the clubhouse for family matters, weddings, parties, things like that. Anything political, anything like that, you have to rent the clubhouse. You have to pay the $50 and the $200 deposit. Any damages to the clubhouse would be covered by the $200 deposit.
I have a
And that's not fair.
I have
Well,
a
that's the way it is.
question, President.
And that's not fair.
Paul, you have something?
Yes, I'd like to know where in our documents does it say that any political party here, I'm talking about civil parties, I'm talking about private political views or programs here. I'd like to know where in our documents does it say that? I'd also like to know where in our minutes does it say that we actually had a board meeting here in front of the members that we decided on what's going on with this parking. I don't remember seeing anything in the minutes, and I'm questioning that.
Okay, we're gonna put it to a vote for the board members. All in favor of the new procedures for the rental of the clubhouse? And all-
Aye.
Wait,
It's not
Say
fair.
aye.
wait, what are the new?
All opposed?
Don't let him do it.
Opposed?
There's one opposed.
How many
The
opposed?
motion passed. We have to
Don't make
make
him
tough
do it.
decisions, and that's the way it's gonna be. We make the tough decisions.
Tough decisions.
Okay,
Don't let him do it.
okay, landscaping, anything on that? Okay, now the ACH procedures and payments of Natura.
That's why.
Next on the agenda is the
That's why you
landscaping.
vote.
We're looking to another company possibly reviewing their proposals to Natura for landscaping. It's for the cutting of the grass, trimming of the trees, the bushes, and the fertilization. We're only looking into contracts, that's all we're doing.
What's wrong with the one we have now? What's wrong?
I said we're looking into possibly another landscaping company that will cover cutting of the bushes, fertilization, trimming, everything that this company right here now is doing. We're only looking into it, that's all.
I thought they had a 2-year contract.
Okay, the ACH procedures and payments of Natura, all payments should be through Natura, not through NextGen. They no longer work for us. The ACH procedures, you should contact the office so that we can give you the information that you need as far as the banking, the routing numbers, and things of that nature. So you want to make sure your money's secure, okay?
Money secure, you said? You gotta be kidding me.
Doing the question.
So that we don't get into.
Well, we'll have questions right at the end of the agenda.
I'll say what I want.
Okay, I'd like to introduce Mr. Tom Connick, our attorney, to read a letter from him.
Yes, right there in front of you, Tom. There you go.
My name is Tom Connick. I'm an attorney and I'm representing the board in the litigation concerning NextGen. And what I'm going to do is first I'll read a letter because I know there are questions about the litigation, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, and then I'm going to explain the concept behind this letter. This letter was dated May 29th, and it was addressed to Michael Woods as president of Natura Inc. Ray litigation involving Next Generation Management and Accounting LLC. Dear Mr. Woods, I'm the attorney along with co-counsel Mark F. Booth Esquire, representing Natura Inc. involving Next Generation Management and Accounting LLC. Lawsuits are handled in court, not in emails, text messages, rumors, or other forums. On behalf of Natura Inc., Its legal position will be stated in court. As with many litigations in South Florida, it is anticipated this litigation will go on for many months. This letter is to advise that on May 24th, 2019, formal demand was made to the attorney for Next Generation Management and Accounting LLC for Next Generation to immediately provide to Natura Inc. Natura Inc.'s records, and a deadline of June 5th has been given for Next Generation to do so. Basically, my position is that you want an attorney who tries a case in court. You don't want to get into a situation where there's a lot of cross stuff going on concerning an attempt to explain that can be very easily misconstrued concerning what's happening in the litigation. Now, I like to give current examples in talking about this. There was a fellow, and I'm sure everyone in this room saw him many times on TV, called Michael Avenatti. Well, Michael Avenatti, he had a great thing where he'd go and he was on every television explaining his position. And I don't know how many of you folks are aware of it, but his client ended up getting hit for a couple $100,000 of attorney's fees for his litigation. So no one's doing you a favor by going and trying to give incomplete answers. The other thing is that Mr. Booth and myself were attorneys, and these matters again will be before the judge. I'll give you very quickly my background. I'm the oldest of 7 children. I received a full academic scholarship to Notre Dame Law School, but before I could enter, I was drafted. I was in Vietnam. Among other things, I received the Combat Infantry Men's Badge. After that, I graduated from Notre Dame with high honors. I've come down here. I was admitted to the bar in 1975. Among other things, since I've been down here, I was awarded the president of the Florida Bar award for pro bono activities in 1998. They only award one person from each circuit that award. The award's given up at the Supreme Court in Tallahassee. I would assume some of you here are aware of Original Save Our Beach. In the past, a lot of efforts were made in order to protect the beach area in Deerfield Beach. When you drive up and down the coast, you see areas which really, in my opinion, have been ruined because they were overdeveloped with very, very tall condominiums or other buildings, and the public didn't have the access to the beach. As the pro bono attorney for Original Save Our Beach, in fact, in 1998, I wrote a referendum which was passed, and then in 2004, I wrote 2 referendums that were passed concerning protecting the beach area. I'm representing the board, the Natura Inc., in this action against Next Generation. And now what happened is Next Generation filed a lawsuit, and then what they did is on June 3rd, they amended their lawsuit. Florida rules of civil procedure are very liberal in allowing amendments, and pretty much before there's been a response, you can amend it as a matter of right anyway. We will be responding to it, and we will be going forward. That's really all I want to speak about. You'll be able, if you want to go online, you'll be able to see the progress of the litigation as it goes on.
Would you take questions?
Thank you, Mr. Conley.
Not concerning the substance of the litigation.
I just want to ask you a question. That has nothing to do with that.
Okay, what's your question?
Are you affiliated with Susan Carr? Is she working for your firm?
I am not affiliated with Susan Carr in the sense that,
Are you in the same?
no, excuse me. You treat me with courtesy. Don't you point your finger at me.
She just put.
You can ask me.
He just pointed it.
You work for us.
That's fine.
Are you working in the same firm that
No.
Susan Carr works for?
No.
No.
Question.
No.
No,
You're not.
Correct.
no, he does
Somebody
not.
check that out.
I know that, that's true. But they,
Janitor. Who's an idiot now?
Okay, we're gonna adjourn the
Mom applause,
meeting.
buddy.
We're gonna adjourn the meeting. All in favor of adjourning the meeting?
No.
Now the board, now open the board to questions.
okay.
Questions should be part of the minutes. I've discussed this before with
They are-
everybody. Questions
We're
should be
adjourning
part of the
meeting.
minutes. You should
We will
not
have the
adjourn.
board
The meeting
open
should
to
not
the
adjourn the
meeting.
meeting until we have questions.
We
It
hear
should be
from
part of
the
the meeting.
It'll be
homeowner.
done.
You're doing everything illegally.
Doesn't matter.
You're
We'll
doing
do
everything.
everything.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
We on the
Everybody-
board, we're making
everybody
that
here
decision. It is
says
done.
no. What do you want to say? Meeting's adjourned?
Dave, did you want to
Do you
ask
believe this?
questions?
Do you believe this? We don't want you here, number one.
He's gonna ask questions.
We don't want you here, number one.
Hold on. I have a question. How many of you want Next Gen back? How many of you want to see this lawsuit stop? You are the few dissidents that I saw in a letter that we're referred to. We're not a few dissidents. We are the independent homeowners, and we want this stopped now. How many of you want Susan Carr out of that office? How? We don't want.
Hold
you.
on.
I have a question for you.
Wait a minute.
I'm not
Hey,
done.
shut up right now.
Okay.
something to say. Matter of fact, the name comes
Hold on.
Because she's running this place and everybody knows it. All her old staff is in the office.
Every one of your board members
You
are
should
at
be
your house.
ashamed of yourself. You don't even own anything here.
Every one of your board members are at your house every day.
We don't want this lawsuit.
I thought you said you weren't any part of this.
I'm talking to people. You're lying. We don't want this lawsuit.
I challenge you to walk
This
away.
meeting is completed. No questions gonna be asked.
If you leave this room, you are abandoning your community.
You're abandoning the community.
If you leave this room, you are abandoning your community.
Has no balls.
You're spending money that it doesn't have. All kinds of money. Yeah. You were elected to this board. You already called.
Excuse me.
They know.
Wait a minute.
They know.
February, how much money?
Come on, sit down.
Sit down.
These bills that you
Sit down. Get out of here.
How much is left over from the last board?
Sit
How
down.
much?
How much money was left from the last board when they took over? A lot more than the year
Bills.
before.
Bills. How many bills were left over that weren't
Sit
paid?
down. Sit the hell down. Sit down.
Okay, I just want to get everybody.
That's right. We're telling you to sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
We are not going to get anywhere. Okay, like this. Okay, so I apologize for anybody in this room that's upset. Okay, this, we're not going to get anywhere. So if I could just say one thing. First of all, to this attorney, sir, your background is very good. Thank you for your service. We appreciate that. One of the things I did want to say to you is, I think you misspoke earlier, but then you did correct that you represent not the board, but you represent all of us. Correct. Okay. So the only thing that we really wanted to discuss with all of you, because we've not seen you, and I don't know any of you personally. My name is Gina. What we wanted to find out from you personally is, there have been many things that are happening, there's lots of rumor, there's all kinds of nonsense out on the streets. So we just want to come to you and talk to you about what you said, about truth and transparency when everybody voted for you, And there are many things that have happened without our knowledge. For one thing, the termination of NextGen, which we can't get into any of the litigation points. However, we want to know, how are we going to pay for that? Okay, there's been some, excuse me, please, just let me finish it on everybody, because we're all in the same boat, we're all in agreement. If we agree, it's great. If you don't agree, then later we can say, but just let me finish for all of us, because otherwise it becomes a shouting match. So we want to know about who's going to pay for this litigation. I understand, because I have documents to show me that contracts have been signed with companies for cameras, we've got new computers, just a lot of different things, because I asked for the financial records, as is my right. So I looked at all of that, because I don't know any of you, I don't have any history with you, I don't have any argument with anybody, I want to know what's real. My husband and I moved here because we knew this was a great community, there's a sound reserve fund, and so when I look at everything, I see monies are being taken out of reserve funds. We're just asking you as a board, please, tell us what's happening. We don't want to fight you, but on the other side of the fence, this is our money. We're looking at the possibility of each one of us being assessed $5,000. I can't. That's someone else's. So
Those numbers you're being told are lies.
well, so
They are all lies.
That is not a lie.
okay, and just let me finish.
Excuse me.
That's gotta be our sister. Mr. President.
This guy can roll this, take the mic from his hand.
Let me do this.
Call.
I am gonna call him. You're not even an owner.
Psycho's there, babe. Psycho's there, babe. Don't talk to me.
You don't respect.
Go away.
You don't respect
You don't
anybody.
deserve respect.
You're not an owner.
You don't deserve respect.
Calm
He
down.
doesn't deserve respect. You sound like your mother. You sound like your mother. You kiss your mother. You kiss your mother in the mouth.
You're an asshole. I know you're recording. You're an asshole.
That's how they treat people. They say fuck you to them. That's all they say is fuck you. That's your mother. That's your. Check her out.
I absolutely won't. I told you that. I'm dead against Susan Carr running this place again, and I told you that. At least I didn't lie to you. I told you to your face. You don't like what the board told you? No, I won't resign because they elected me. You're selling and leave.
I know. I can't wait to sell that.
Good, and we can't wait for you to go. And take the rest of them with you, and then we can have a great community. Where they run this place, not you guys. Let's try it that way.
Show my bail money.
We want NextGen.
Then go outside when you have to. Stand outside and say you want to go. Let's go.
Checking out. I don't blame him. I want to know what he thinks our chances are.
Mr. Janitor, mop the floors, sweep the floors.
We need to calm down and let's go.
They're angry. You don't understand? They're angry.
We're angry at you.
They're angry.
You're doing everything against us. You don't walk out?
Sean, they're waiting for the police.
Yes. Let them wait.
That's why they're leaving.